that time of year at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Mariota is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Mariota gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. That's good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 82, watch 82.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and then sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
3-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mariota on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back the ladder, check back the ladder. I got it. You go take. You got take. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Throwing is Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's good.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check right, 11, check right, 11. Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action. It's Eason. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards on the game there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
But it's 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Pressure, and he's taken down. A The Bears sack. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 20.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Pollard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Run for Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota quickly into the hands of Beckham. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The shotgun, it's Mariota, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
There on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Switch up, switch up.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This is caught. Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
24.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Second down, here's Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down throw for Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and long.
Now a desperation, and this is caught, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Vikings 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Eason. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands. On
3rd down, it's Pollard.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that.